Are we ready? Hi, I'm Nancy Sasaki, Executive Director at Alliance Healthcare Foundation.
And Sylvia Barron, I'm the Program Officer at Alliance Healthcare Foundation.
This has been a really kind of busy week. We started off Sunday with the Year of the Snake, and yesterday was Fat Tuesday for Mardi Gras.
I just love the way you keep up with these things.
Tomorrow's Valentine's Day, and what happens after that on Friday?
Mission support.
I know.
Applications. We have our board meeting, and we get to find out how the funding is going to go, and it's probably the one item that everyone that applied for the mission support grant is waiting for.
I've been getting calls.
So have I.
Yeah.
So have I.
It's like, when are you going to make the decision? You know, because the applications have been in for a while. Yes. The board meeting's Friday.
Yes, I think people are kind of like on pins and needles because they have been asking, you know, I've told you, I said that we're going to have on the 15th, we're going to have the board meeting. And they go, okay. And so everybody's, you know, holding their breath, crossing their fingers, and I'm wishing everyone the best of luck.
And you know what else happens is that Monday is a holiday, so we won't begin notifying people until Tuesday. So you gotta stay tuned, but we're really excited, and we'll know by Friday, and we'll let all of y'all know by Tuesday.
Yes, absolutely. And those that have called recently, I've told them that too. Monday is a holiday, but by Tuesday we should get rolling. So so they're gonna.
Those phone lines are gonna be off the wall, I think, on Tuesday.
I'll say.
Yeah. But you know, if you don't know who's applied, you can always go online and take a look at the videos. We post all of them so that people can see what's going on.
Ask Alliance questions.
So also, you know, this is like our second time to do live streaming, and so we're getting all of these little kinks out and everything. But at the end, you can, or even right now, you can tweet us some questions at Alliance HF, and I will get them right here on my phone, and I will be able to answer them. And because it's Valentine's Day, and I've got 2 free tickets to the movies for you guys, if you, the first person that tweets us a question and stumps Sylvia. No, okay.
Well, no, that's not a requirement. You can still get the tickets. Forget what you just said.
But we will be letting everybody know on the mission supports on Tuesday.
Yes.
So we're moving on to talk about some of our grantee opportunities. We're increasing donors by showing impact webinar.
Mission support process grant.
Still? See, this is what's great about doing it live. I've got this guy telling me, you know, like, this is what everybody's seeing, and I'm going, what the heck are they seeing? We're still on mission support?
Yeah, well, this is a fun part of it.
Well, tell us some more about mission support, Sylvia. I'll put this over on you.
Well, we just talked about the process. We just talked about the board meeting happening on Friday, and that's when the funding will be decided. And then, of course, on Tuesday, we will be calling people that got funded. We'll be sending out letters following that up. Then right after that, we will be asking for some documentation for those applicants that don't have all the documentation in that got funded, and we will proceed with drafting the contracts.
You know what's really exciting about Friday, though, is that this is the first time, I think, ever for Alliance Healthcare Foundation where we're actually thinking about funding, and we're going to look at funding Imperial County separately from San Diego County. That's really exciting.
That's very, very exciting, yes.
Facebook and YouTube.
So, so if you want to find out more about us, make sure that you're connected to us on Facebook, that you're following. So look at YouTube, and you can find all of the videos. You will be able to see this live stream production back up on probably in a couple of days, but it's all available to you. You can find out a lot about us just by checking us out online.
And you can find out a lot about the organizations as well as what they're doing. And I'm sure that everyone's going to be tuned into our website and wanting to find out probably first thing Monday morning, Tuesday morning, to make sure we posted anything out there. But we really invite you to check out our social media page.
I mean, we'll let the organizations know first before we post it, so they know ahead of time. They're the first to know, right? So now we're going into, ready? Are we talking about Grantee Opportunities? Where we did recently a webinar that we purchased and invited our grantees to come in and learn about how to increase donors by showing impact. Thought that was really well received. We had some good representation.
Yes, and I think it was a group that got a lot of information from each other. We're very happy that they had the opportunity to interact with each other and learn from each other. And now they have really developed a network, and they know that they can bounce ideas off of each other, and really had a good learning opportunity. They said if they wouldn't have been at our office doing that webinar, they probably wouldn't have been as focused in it if they would have been doing it out of their own office. So that was a good, good thing.
I think having them focus on that, but also, you know, there were people in the room who wouldn't normally meet with each other, and yet they still had things to learn from each other, from coming from these different points of view and different perspectives.
Yes, there was a lot of exchange of information, and a lot of we do this in our organization. Maybe it can help with your organization. Give me a call, and we'll touch base and we'll get rolling. And it was like, wow, this was wonderful. That was a really good feeling.
Yeah, it was great to be a part of that and to see them sharing in that way. So another thing that's coming up is the Innovation in Healthcare Conference. That's happening on March the 27th at the Jacobs Center. We've sent out a save the date. So if you didn't get the save the date, you're not in our email list. So if you're not, let us know. You can, what can you do? You can like us on Facebook. You can follow us on Twitter. And you can get us your information so that you're up to speed on everything that's going on, and you can find out more about the Innovation Conference. The theme this year, we've been talking a lot about innovation and what role that plays. And this time what we're going to do is create a space for people to just sit back, dream, create, collaborate, and innovate, and like really have it happen real time and experience that.
And we're going to have a great speaker and a really good program. So I think it's just going to be the perfect setting for it.
Well, we tried to get a little innovative on the speaker. So the speaker is actually also a stand-up comedian doing improv.
Now that's going to be a fun conference.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to it. As you all know, when we do the Innovation in Healthcare Conference, that's when we kick off the Innovation Initiative as well. So although we're not going to be talking about funding, and so it might not be as fun for development people, I think it'll be really exciting for people that are on the ground doing programs, really touching the community and the leadership of the organization to participate in this conference.
Which is exactly the crowd that we want to draw.
Absolutely.
For this particular conference. Absolutely.
Yep, absolutely. We've also been out and about. We always like to talk about the things that we've been doing out and about in the community. We're always wanting to see what's going on, learn more about what's happening, how does that all feed into the grant making that we do. We went to the San Diego Grant Makers Seminar. This time we also were out and about. I did a food system tour and got to go to places you wouldn't imagine they're growing food, like at City College in the middle of downtown San Diego. Basically, when you see the pictures of where we were at, you can see like the background of the high-rise buildings in downtown San Diego, and there's this huge garden.
Oh my gosh, I have not known about that one. And I've seen a lot of gardens in different organizations and different settings. So I had no idea.
Yeah, so
you could find out one downtown San Diego.
And what was really great is that it's really land that the college didn't want to try to maintain, and so this group of students got together and they're maintaining the land, and they're growing productive foods off of it.
Wow.
They have a food farm stand that they have every week. They also provide food for students that buy into it, and they something like $25 you get food every week.
And good, fresh, healthy food.
Yeah,
that's wonderful. I'm really happy to see these community gardens just taking off. They really are. It's just a great thing to be seen at this day and age.
I heard you were out and about with the mayor.
Yes, and that was a very interesting and very informational breakfast that we had, because we had a speaker from Denver talking about what their successes had been in ending homelessness in Denver. And so there are some things, of course, that may not apply to San Diego, but a lot of the strategies could be very, very useful here. And we had, the mayor is a character. He's really makes a presentation fun, and he's there and just kind of lays the groundwork for a really nice, relaxed environment. And the theme was ending homelessness in San Diego, and I think there's a lot of groups working, and everyone's involved. Every stakeholder is involved, and it's really good to see the group of people. There were a lot of CEOs from corporations, nonprofits. I mean, you name it, and all of the organizations that are currently working in the task force. And then they all came together with the mayor. Closing the meeting. That was really, really interesting and informational, and it was like, we're in the right direction. We're really moving forward.
I think a lot of people might not know that Council President Todd Gloria has really been involved in ending homelessness and supporting ending homelessness efforts. And I don't know if it's because I'm new to this field and I'm learning more about homelessness, but it really seems like it's getting a bright light shined upon it. And a lot of interest, a lot of momentum. I think, and these kinds of breakfasts are really critical to get the funds there to make it all happen.
Exactly. He's just an excellent speaker. I mean, that guy is like, there were some jokes after he got off the microphone. It's like, do I have to follow you? Because he just has this way about just, putting the whole thing in perspective in a very easy way, but a really articulate speaker. We really enjoyed that breakfast.
Yeah, absolutely. One of our grantees is also having their annual luncheon coming up next week, I think it is, right?
Yes, Friday the 22nd.
211 San Diego, which is an amazing resource in our community, connecting people to all of the healthcare needs and resources that they need in a time of need.
Absolutely. And one of the good things that I like mostly right now that I found out about 211 is that eventually they're going to be also moving to Imperial County, which is going to be such a great thing for that community, to be able to have someone like 211 actually be able to coordinate all of the services and be able to refer people to the services.
Absolutely. They're doing a whole lot of things, and I think it's really important. Go online and look at their video, watch their video to get a real snapshot of all of the things that they're doing, from working with the military to breast cancer awareness to, hooking people up to the low-income health program. And, there's just a lot that they're doing, and they're really impressive.
Absolutely.
So I'm looking forward to their luncheon and learning more about what they're doing.
It'll be my first one, so I'm really looking forward to it. Yes.
And, this is another thing that I'm doing at the end of the month. I'm going to boot camp. But it's not an exercise boot camp. It's called the Balanced Scorecard Boot Camp. And it's really all about using data, understanding how you use that data to strategize, and how you use it in looking at the whole community, or whether you use it to look at your organization. I'm going to be in there 5 days, all day, every day, learning about the Balanced Scorecard. And I know it sounds a little tedious, but I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to learn this whole new strategy and technique.
My God, it's you and not me. But I'll tell you what, I'm sure you're going to be able to come and share that with us.
Absolutely.
Right? We absolutely would want to be on board on what it is that you learn and how we can, learn how to use the data.
I think that's really what we're all about, is trying to gather that information and impart it back to each other, but also to our grantees. Again, just bringing up the field and really making improvements. So really looking forward to that. So, you know what? It's February. February is Heart Health Month.
In more ways than one.
In more ways than one, exactly. It's about Valentine's Day. I got flowers.
It's about love. Yeah, you're bragging, as I can see. Right? Yeah, you're bragging.
Most of the flowers come tomorrow. I got mine early. But I also went online and I looked at just some tips for better heart health. I mean, I think that, we've been talking about how you just got to do something, right? And it really is just that. Just do something. If not, starting out with knowing what your heart health numbers are. Know what your cholesterol levels are. Know if that's high or low or mid-range, or find out what might be impacting that. And maybe it means you have to cut out the French fries. But if French fries are all you have to cut out, you're doing good.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Maybe it's about moving a little bit more. Maybe it's eating nuts, or vegetables, or there's just so much that you can do for. I mean, look, I got pages on what you can do for a healthy heart. De-stressing. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah, but if I let you de-stress, you would be coming to these live streams.
I know. I'm okay now. At this point, I'm pretty much distressed at this point.
It's all good.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it's so minimum what we can do every day. I mean, those of us that have the information on our health condition, but those that don't, it's really important, because you know, when people get their first heart attack, there's no turning back. Once, you know, you suffer that, so there's so many things that can prevent it. But first of all, like you say, it's just knowing where your heart is health-wise, and then just take the small steps at a time, you know, at getting a healthier heart.
Absolutely. Oh, hey, you know what? I forgot to look and see if we've got any questions in on our tweets. Don't forget, whoever sends in the first question gets these free tickets. Okay, we've got a question in. If we missed the Increasing Donors webinar, can we watch an archived version? That's a good question. You know, that webinar was actually from Chronicles and Philanthropy, I believe. So we would have to look into seeing whether or not we could get that available. But it would definitely, if we can, we will do that.
That would be great. I don't think that would be a problem.
Got another question in. What should a nonprofit do to get the most out of the Innovation in Healthcare Conference? That's a great question. You know, I think the thing that would be best is to come to the conference with an open mind, with an idea about what is really important in the community, what are the needs you're seeing, and be open to whatever the solution could be. Because what you want to be is creative and innovative.
And that's probably the one thing that people would think that it wouldn't be a good thing to do, that would be something that people would probably look down upon, but that's exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for those, you know, completely out of the box ideas. Sometimes the solutions are so simple and they're before our eyes and we don't even see them, and you just need that, you know, that one person that can come up with a good strategy to work forward on any particular issue that the community is dealing with.
And so many times you have that one idea kind of come forward, and then people build on it. And it becomes even better and stronger and you know, more appropriate. It's that synergy, that kind of energy that we're looking to build in this time at the conference.
Yes, I think it's a really great opportunity, and I think it's just one of those things that, you know, there's no such thing as a bad idea. And until you express it and you're there and you're exchanging and you're building on each other, I mean, that's what the conference is all about.
That's what it's all about. So we hope to see you there March 27th at the Jacobs Center. If you are already connected to us, you'll find out about times and location and date and everything, and you'll get more information on it. Do we have any more time? Hey, well, you know, like I said, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, connect with us on LinkedIn. There's so many different ways. You can go through our website. Just get in touch with us. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Happy Valentine's Day.